I think I took a shit in my neighbor's lawn.
Well, I love you madly, dear, and I need you badly, dear. Why did you leave me here without your love?
Oh, bro, I'm hurting.
Well, in bed each night I lie, and I think of you and cry, and I tell you all above, bring back my love.
Yeah, I gotta get a new phone, man, but I just miss the days when, like, you could just walk into, like, a Verizon, dude, and be like, you know, I have an upgrade, like, let's get it. They would just, like, give you a phone for free, dude.
I also remember, do you remember when, like, you would look at phones and you decide at the store which one looked the coolest? Like, I remember I got like, a Razor, and the first thing I did with the phone is I took a picture of my penis. It was, like, the way the Razor worked is there was a screen on the, like, the top half of it. So, like, if you fold your phone and it's on the table, the top half of it has a screen. So I remember taking a picture of my penis, and I clipped it to my pants, so there was just, like, a smaller picture of my penis, like where the zipper was of my pants.
Yeah. That was like the first phone that had, like, a camera, right?
Yeah.
And that was the one that could go both ways, right?
No. Well, it was like...
it was the narrow one?
Yeah, it was like a really thin phone, and then it was like they had a screen on top where it would have the time, or like it would tell you if you had a text message, or you could have, but you could have a background on there. So like, yeah, that's where I did the penis picture. But it was also like you could take video on it too. I remember like the first phone I had, I could take video. And
holy shit,
dude, we did Jackass like immediately. Like we saw Jackass, and we were like, oh, we should just do Jackass because that's like that's how they did it. So they were like, don't recreate this. But in my mind, I was like, well, we'll just recreate this and send this to Jackass.
Yeah,
and
that's what I would do once I got the iPhone, but never with. I think I had like the NV2 or something.
Yeah.
And I never sent a dick pic, man, back then.
Yeah,
but I kind of.
I don't think I did till an iPhone, but I think I just took it because I was like,
oh, you didn't send it? You just had it in the fucking camera roll?
Yeah. Because I just thought it was funny to have it like just clipped over my pants. Like I don't know how to the clip thing's hard to describe, but it clipped down, so like it was just hanging right where my wiener would be. But yeah, no, I didn't send dick pics for a while, but then I remember this one girl would sext with me when I was like really young. She's this Asian chick. I was like 7th grade, she was like 8th grade, and she said crazy shit. She's like, I want you to shoot jizz down my throat. And what I would do is I'd delete every text message on my phone besides that. Yeah. So that if anybody saw my phone, that was like, oh, what's that? Yeah, no, I'm just sexting with some hot Asian chick.
Holy shit, man. You started young, bro.
Yeah.
I started sexting like a few months ago.
Yeah.
Like, no joke, man. I've never, I think I just started sexting this year.
Yeah.
Because bitches will send me like videos of their titties in like a PetSmart parking lot, dude.
Yeah. Well, that's usually how it is. Like, I think Jamie Wolf has a joke about it. Like, sexting's never like 2 people in bed. It's always like one person's at Walmart.
It's awesome, dude.
Yeah,
it's the best. You just get too boned up sometimes, though.
Oh yeah, dude. I'll sext in between so many activities. Like I'll sext and then
really? You're out in public?
A little bit.
Just out there hard, dude.
Well, I'll make sure I go soft before I leave my room because I live with 2 dudes. And I mean, if I live with 2 girls, I wouldn't also do this. But
you know, just tuck it up too. Man. I mean, if you're a real man, you just walk out with a full hard on.
Yeah, but I'm not. I'm a coward. Which maybe one day I can live up to real man standards. But for now, I tuck it in, and then I'll go get like a fucking chopped cheese, and then come back once she answered the text message, and then send another thing.
Oh shit, man! You're doing it in intervals. I just started like 6 times.
Oh really?
You see that?
Yeah,
that was wild. I was like,
The worst one is I told you about how my mom got my sext, right?
No, dude. Is your mom hot?
I don't think so. But you know what? Maybe.
Yeah.
She might be hot. Wait, should I pull up a picture of my mom and you can tell me if you think she's hot?
If you want, man. I don't know if you want a bunch of dudes knowing what your mom looks like.
No. We'll hide it from the camera so we get just
I'm going
your
to put it out there. Because everyone's going to want to know.
That is true.
Yeah.
But I was like 19. I was sexting with this girl. I was saying like crazy shit, like fucking tongue in your butthole, all this fun stuff.
Yeah.
And I get a call from my dad. And I just got a new phone that day. And then I get a call from my dad. And he's like, your mom is getting every single one of your text messages right now.
Oh, shit.
So I never logged out of the iCloud. Because I thought the iCloud, I thought I was just sharing like music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like my parents bought like a bunch of like Rolling Stones albums. Like, I want that on my phone. Sure. I thought that's what it would be. But it turns out she was at tennis. And these texts, her phone was in her purse. These texts were just building up. So she was just getting like dick pic, pussy pic, dick pic. And then me just being like, the fucking,
Wait, you were sending dick pics?
Oh, yeah. I was 19. Yeah. So she just saw the veiniest cock pics. Yeah. And it was like.
And you weren't getting answers either. You're just going after it.
No. I was getting answers. Not from my mom, but from the woman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That would be really funny. I'm just like, my mom seeing me get rejected. I'm like, hey, sorry, that's a bad angle. Let me get better lighting.
All blue.
I swear it gets bigger. But it was like she didn't talk to me for fucking like 3 months. And my dad was talking to my brother, and he's like, I grew up in the 70s. I thought I saw some weird stuff, but your little brother is one sick kid.
Yeah, dude. That's crazy, man. Just firing them off.
Yeah, well, in my mind, I was like, oh, okay, well, like, this is the worst. And I was like, my life is over. Like, but everybody else thought it was funny. It took a while for me to think it was funny. I was like, no, this is a family emergency. My mom saw my hard cock.
That's tough, dude.
Yeah.
What were like dinners like after that?
We dropped it, but then randomly somebody will bring it up. Randomly,
Really?
my brother will be like, yeah, like that time that mom got your dick pics. And I'm like, we're not talking about that. Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of want to know if your mom's hot, dude.
I'll pull up a picture of my mom. But you have to now pull up a picture of your mom. Well,
no. I'm not putting my mom out there, dude.
This is not, we're not putting her out there. Unless they can see
I'm very
a reflection
defensive of my mom, dude. I'm like the water boy.
I'm the opposite. I just want her to get love. I'll be offended if you say
you have a hot mom.
I don't know. Let's see what this picture looks like. That's her a couple years ago.
Holy shit, dude.
Is my mom hot?
Yeah. She's not even hot. She's beautiful, man. That's what she looks like right now, or that was a few years ago?
No, that was like when I was in high school.
Oh, all right.
She's like missing an eye now. She has like no teeth.
That's whatever, man.
Yeah, she's in a wheelchair. She has a neck cast.
Yeah, that's fucking sick though that your mom's hot. I kind of saw you as like someone with a hot mom.
Yeah, well, I grew up like rich. Normally, if you grew up like rich, you have a hot mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do give off like a rich vibe too.
Yeah.
So I try to bring up like poor references sometimes, and you just like
I'm confused.
Like,
I'm like, what is this? Food stamp?
I'm talking about listening to like Shania Twain and like a beat up car, and you're just like, what?
I don't understand. Yeah.
You never been through that, dude?
No. Or food stamps, they stamp your hands and then you show them. It's like when you get into a nightclub, you're like, these are my food. I don't know how it works.
Yeah. But
it is funny too, because I will say this. It's like, I'm not going to, I was going to try to give myself validity. I'm just rich. It's fine. I always, whenever I come off as like, oh, I was born rich, I want to be like, yeah, but I had poor friends. Nah. I did, but
yeah,
I'm not going to get defensive. Every fucking comic wants to like either go one way or the other. They want to like, be like, oh, it sucks that I was rich. I'm so sorry that I'm rich. I'm part of the problem.
Yeah.
Or they want to be like, dude, I was raised by wolves, and every day I lived off of salt packets.
As a fellow poor person, dude, it's better to just be like, yeah, I'm rich as fuck, man.
Yeah,
it's better to like brag about it.
Yeah.
You know, like there's a comedian, Lucas Zelnick. He'll openly just brag, be like, yeah, I'm just rich as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
He's just loaded, and it's like, all right, I mean, I respect that, dude.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
But there are some comics, dude, who are like, there's a comic in Mass, dude, who's like loaded like with generational wealth, and it's been like published in like newspapers and shit.
Yeah.
And he'll always pretend like he's like a blue collar worker. And it's so frustrating.
Yeah,
you know, not
hilarious.
that I should care, but it's always like he'll always try to like bring up random shit.
Yeah.
Be like, would love to like hang out today with the wife, but I gotta do some fucking work. And it's like, dude, you don't have a fucking job.
Yeah, it's
Like, it's insane, man.
That's such a lot. Yeah, for me, it's like I wish I was like that. I'm not like loaded, but it's like, you know, I'm 27 and I'll still borrow money from my parents, which is sad, but it's what it is. Yeah.
That sounds like everyone in New York City, though.
Yeah.
It seems like a pretty social norm.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. It's not a proud moment, but
at least you're honest about it, dude.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Yeah, I just hate people who like pretend. They're like, yeah, man, it's a grind out there. I'm like, dude, you wake up at 4 in the afternoon every day. Like, you have nothing to worry about, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, that is the thing too. Is if everything collapses, like it'll suck if I have to move with my parents, but they would accept. They would accept it. They would be like,
they'd probably be excited, man.
Yeah.
You know.
They'd be like, you're not going to be on the internet talking about jizz again? They'd be like, this is great. Yeah, this is less embarrassing. Like, you living at home is less embarrassing than you posting podcast clips. Like, what if I farted cum out of my ass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be for the best, man.
Yeah. That was really funny. My mom had a friend sit down with her, and she's like, have you listened to his podcast? It's absolutely repulsive. She's like, it's the most disgusting thing ever.
Is what your mom said?
No, that's what one of her friends said to her. And she's like, I've seen his hard penis. His podcast is nothing. No, She didn't say that, but she literally was like, she's like, why would I listen to my son's podcast? She's like, it's not for me.
I think about that a lot, man. If I think my mom listens, but I don't. She doesn't really say much about it, so I think she knows. I'm retarded. But it's kind of like whatever, you know.
Yeah, that's lovely. I had my grandparents listen to it. It was like a nightmare. They were like, I had this story about how like my sister had this life-sized Barbie doll head.
Yeah,
like you'd comb its hair, but its head was like, and it's life-sized mouth too. So like when I was a kid, I tried to put my penis inside of it.
I was gonna say, man, are you playing around with that thing?
Yeah. I took it for a spin. And just Jeffrey Dahmer. It's just like a head. So that if you get walked in on just fucking a head, it looks stupid.
There's like a lot of depth.
No, I think I got like, I remember I got like, I was a little kid, but I think I got like the penis tip, just kind of like, you know, just the mushroom tip against the seal. But
then you just blew a load.
And then just handed it back to. I'm like, I don't know who's coming inside this thing, but it's just drooling gum. I'm like, I don't know who did this. But I remember my fucking grandparents listened to that. They were like disgusted because I think like they got her the present. And they were just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. What do you expect?
Back to the dick pic thing though, man. One time I was like, I was kind of flirting with this girl like over text. This was back in like high school, dude. And her boyfriend found out and he like wanted to fight me.
Oh, really?
And I was like, dude, why do you want to fight me? And he was like, dude, you sent a dick pic to my girlfriend. And I was like, no, I didn't. Dude, so he sends me the dick pic that someone sent her, bro. Huge cock, man. Like
you're like, never mind, fight me. That was my spread the word. Dude. That was me. Yeah,
just like an 8-incher flaccid. I was like, my bad, dude. You know, it happens.
Yeah, that was me. I'll take a push. Yeah.
I think he was pissed about like how big it was.
Yeah, of course. That's
some dude's just sending her straight up hammers. Bro.
Yeah, I'm pissed that people are sending dick pics that big. We should fucking shut that down.
It's not easy, man. Sending
Look, kids' penises, we all agree should be taken out. Big penises also don't send them. There should be like a reverse child porn law where like if you have a big enough penis, just because it will discourage the rest of the male population, we need to set the standards too low. It's like unfair beauty expectations for women. They, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you might be rich in real life, but as far as like dick pics go, you're like lower class.
Middle class. Yeah. I'm like, you know what it is? I got an average penis, but it gets rashes a lot.
Yeah, I've always wondered like what rich dicks look like. Because a lot of people who I've met who have like had sex with rich women, they're always like, yeah, dude, like you can't even smell the roast beef, dude. It's like going to an Arby's that's like scentless.
Yeah, that's definitely a thing. And
you know what I'm saying?
It's really interesting because like so I got out of a relationship and then I don't want to take credit and be a poor guy. I'm not trying to steal your valor. I'm not trying to hop in here saying But I lived on an air mattress for a couple months, and that was a weird time where I was banging a lot of rich chicks. But you know what? Somebody explained it to me. They go, even if I don't have money at the moment.
This was after the breakup?
Or
during?
After the breakup. yeah, during that.
Because you said you lived with, like, she was still living there, right?
Yeah, I gave her the apartment. I was couch surfing for 3 months.
That would have been sick, though, if you were living
on the air mattress getting pussy in the same apartment. I'm like, we're broken up. Yeah. But no, that was the thing, too. I was like, when I was technically homeless, I was getting like I was banging rich chicks. And then my roommate brought it up to me. He was like, yeah, because you give off rich, even if you lose all the money, there's you still grew up rich. So that persona is still.
It's like a scent to you, dude.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick. Have you ever brought it up around a girl or you just kind of like roll with it?
No, not really. I'm working on a bit about it because it's like one of those things where like everybody feels bad for people that have, you know, bad childhoods. But if you have a good childhood, everything afterwards fucking sucks. Like I got blown in my dad's Range Rover when I was 16. It's like, do you know how much life sucks after? I thought it would keep getting better. I'm like, once you've had a taste of that, everything is fucking terrible. You're like, you know,
I mean, we're seeing it right now. You see that with a lot of comics. Like something bad happens and they like go to like a fucking therapist. They say they have like clinical depression. It's like, no, you're just sad.
Yeah.
Like you're just this is life, dude.
Yeah. Life just I'm just adjusting to what life is for everybody else, and it's a nightmare. Yeah,
that must be wild, man.
Yeah, dude.
I'm pretty happy. I've just been used to it. I'm like, oh,
that's
get it.
Great.
You know?
Yeah.
I see a guy like shitting in the road. I'm like, whatever, dude. Like I've seen that shit.
Yeah.
You know, but if you're rich, seeing that, it's like, wow.
Oh, it's a nightmare.
You know.
Especially like in Florida, it's like, dude, I was just out on boats having a good time, taking Xanax, going canoeing with my buddies, just hanging out by pools,
dropping N-bombs,
dropping jet skiing. Nobody's stopping me.
Yeah.
Nobody's stopping. Just the criminal.
Yeah, they're encouraging it, dude, down there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, insider trading, all these things, and then you get here and it's like, nope, it's none of that. No jet skis, none of that.
Yeah,
I guess you
makes
can.
life fun though, dude.
What does?
I actually feel I don't really feel bad for poor people because they're always kind of having like a good time. They always find a way to like do fun shit and like retarded shit.
Yeah.
But like rich people are just always bored because they can just like get whatever they want.
Well, I will say this: there's a huge rich difference between Northeast rich and Florida rich. Because like the rich people up here are kind of like cunts, and they're kind of like, oh, like it's like old money.
Yeah.
But like Florida rich is like some retarded car salesman that like now made a bunch of money, and now he's like the dad that has like a cigar hanging out of his mouth. He's stepping on the backs of his Sperry's, you know what I mean? And he's just like drunk as shit.
You're talking about like Fort Lauderdale?
Yeah. That's like a very fun, like those rich people. It's like I got confused when I moved up here, and everybody's like, fuck the rich. I was like, these guys are fun dudes.
Yeah.
They're the kind of guys where like, they're like, come on, feel my wife's tits. They're real. And you're like, this is great. Yeah.
Yeah, because they, don't people move down there though? When they retire?
Yeah,
so a lot of them might be from like different areas.
You get that too, yeah.
Yeah.
But one of my friends' dads is like a rich like party animal, and this guy like they're loaded, but he's just the funnest guy. It's like this guy got like kicked out of a country club because there's a serious golf competition, or he got banned for a year. There's serious golf competition. He wore a kilt with no boxers on and would like moon people on each hole. Yeah. And they like crash the golf cart into the lake, and then they're like, for a year you can't get back. I'm like, what
it's
a fun
jackass, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, having some dudes like that, man, when you're older is definitely like a goal.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I think at this pace though, man, like I had like 7 beers when we went to that party, the New York Comedy Club. And even having 7 beers, dude, I feel like I lost like 10 years of my life, dude.
Really?
Yeah. I had like 7 Bud Lights, dude.
That's crazy.
And I got kind of like a glimpse of hope, like a glimpse of like flashbacks to the old J-Dog.
Yeah.
You know, smelling pussy and like screaming shit.
Yeah.
We were at like a rager beforehand. I don't know how we got in. Like Andy knew some dude.
Yeah.
And dude, so we show up and there's just like titties everywhere.
I'm so mad I didn't go to that. I went to the fucking comedy shop.
Yeah, dude, it was Titty City, dude.
Yeah.
And then there's like a DJ, he's bumping like techno up top. There's like a blackjack table.
Damn.
And there was just like these hot chicks in front of us. And I turned to like my friend Brendan. I'm like, dude, you should scream dick cheese right now.
Yeah.
And dude, he literally, he screamed dick cheese at the top of his lungs. As if like his life, like it was like someone had like a gun to his head.
Yeah, it was like,
and I was just joking. Like I was like, I didn't expect him to yell "dick cheese," but dude, it was so loud, and there was like so much emotion involved.
Yeah.
And the hot chicks were like so upset, and I just got some like flashbacks to the old days, man. You know, when that was like all we did was scream penis at bars and just see titties, man. You know?
I have such a different thing. It's where like I'm on the other side of that, where like I need to drink less. I am getting like so fucked up all the time. But,
oh really?
Yeah, but not like a depressing way. Mm-hmm. I mean, maybe it's depressing from the outside, but from the inside, I'm like, I'm just living it up because we're all gonna die one day.
Yeah.
And then people, I don't know. My roommates don't drink, so nothing makes you feel more like an alcoholic than when you come home drunk and they're not drinking. You're like, we all had a crazy night, and they're like, no.
They probably look forward to it though. No.
Maybe. I don't know. It's probably like internalized thing where I think that
could be all in your head. Yeah. You never know when you're drinking. People can be annoyed and you're like, these people will fucking love me, dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Dude, I went to a wedding this weekend and I fucking or last weekend, and I borrowed, or whatever was not Halloween, but I borrowed fucking this guy's shirt, threw up all over this guy's shirt.
Yeah.
Borrowed this guy's shoes, same guy's shoes, just fucking destroyed his shoes on the dance floor, snorted my Adderall, just like was a complete retard all weekend. And then I remember though, looking like each moment of that weekend, I was like, nobody's as awesome as me. Like just thinking I was like the best guy. Like there's probably people that hated me at that way.
Yeah, I like doing it. You got to space it out.
Yeah,
that's what I tell everyone, man. Like once a month, just go out and just let it rip.
That is how you do
can't
it.
be doing it every week, man.
No, you
That's
can't.
when problems arise.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I remember like I remember going to my friend's graduation party, and like his whole family's there, and they told me to hang out like afterwards because they were kind of having like a party in the back. You know, it's kind of like the late hours of the night.
Yeah,
everyone's kind of hammered and stuff. So we're all hammered, dude. Like his whole family's hammered, and we're like dancing in the back and stuff. And I sat down for a few minutes, and my friend's mom, who's like a MILF, was like, "John, like, don't be a pussy. Like, start dropping some dance moves." Dude, I'm like hammered. Like, I'm gone. So I took a bottle of Tito's, dude. It's like half full. Popped it open, like put it between my legs, and started waving it around like it was my dick. And dude, I was soaking their dog with it. And dude, it got so quiet, like it was just dead silence.
That's so funny.
And everyone was hammered. Like it was so bad that like everyone was like, "This kid has a problem."
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like fuck yeah. Like it was like this guy needs to go home.
Yeah.
You know.
No, there's one of me from that weekend too, dude. There's a video of me shirtless, just in pants.
Yeah.
And my friend's dad said I look like David Hasselhoff.
I feel like you take your shirt off a lot, dude. You one of those guys? Once you hit a threshold, are you just taking it off?
Not out of pride. I'll get naked a lot too. Just out of like
in front of dudes.
Of course, yeah. No, just for fun, good times. Like, but there's this video of me just shirtless in like dress pants with a bottle of whiskey, just talking about my breakup, just like, yeah, it's a pretty rough year, but like, you know, we're gonna get through it, guys, and stuff like that. And it's that one is embarrassing. I look like, and then I'm like laying on the ground drinking the bottle. It looks.
What were you saying?
Oh, I was just saying, you know, stupid shit. Yeah.
Do you ever reach out to her when you're hammered?
No, thank God, dude. It's crazy I have it. That's like insane that I've
never done that either, but I've seen people do it, and it's one of the best things to witness.
I'm more of the like, I'll send out 5 horny text messages, like very vaguely. I'll just look at my phone at like 4 a.m. and be like, yo. It's never like, hey, let's fuck. It's just like, hey, you know, I was really thinking that we should grab drinks again, but I'm saying it like 4 a.m. It's like, obviously, I just want to.
You talking like solid 5s? Like, who are you ripping it towards?
I'm ripping it towards everybody, dude. I think all these guys that say they have standards, they don't actually like pussy.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I fuck one hot girl a month. Dude, I fuck fat chicks, old ladies. That's like being like, oh, I like music, and you like one band. You're like, oh, yeah, of course, Led Zeppelin's good, but you got to
respect that, dude.
Enjoy everything in between,
Yeah, I'm ripping. When I'm cocked, man, I'm messaging fatties left and right.
I'm
talking like 300-pound, like straight up left tackles.
Oh, for sure.
I'm like, let's meet up right now. I'll meet you at the
Yes.
I'll meet you at the food truck. We can get into it.
Yeah, dude.
And they always answer. They're like, it's a little too late, but they're like,
but that's so they're nice.
They're answering.
They're nice ladies.
Answering,
they're nice ladies. Yeah, I remember one time this fat girl was sucking my dick, and I wrapped my legs around her just to feel how fat she was because it was hotter than me. I was like, "You're so fucking fat. This is awesome." It was great.
You could reach your legs around her?
Yeah. I mean, I guess I just have flexibility. She was fat, but then she found out I talked about it on the podcast and got really mad at me.
Yeah,
but I was like, I don't think fat's like, I like fat chicks. It's not like an insult. I'm not like, oh, they're disgusting human beings. I'm like, no, they're fucking hot in my book. Like I like it's a lot of woman, and it's kind of like
the ones with good personalities are just like they're the best, man.
Yeah, and it's like there's something I like about it's like an intimidation thing. She's like, I could suffocate you with my ass. And I'm like, that's hot.
Yeah,
I like that.
There's like a new breed now, though, dude, of fatties that have like confidence, and it's like, dude, what are you doing?
But you know what? I know that annoys a lot of people, but for me, it gets me stiff because for me, it's like.
Yeah.
It makes me feel even lower because I'm like, oh, you're fat and you're being mean to me. What am I? In an intimidating way. That's like,
you should go to Long Island, man. That's where I was. That's where I was this weekend, dude.
A lot of fat chicks
Went through like the worst experience of my life, man.
What happened?
I met a woman who I hope I never see again, dude.
Okay.
But there was like the showroom, right? And then they didn't have a green room, dude. So the back bar, there was a curtain, kind of like that curtain, splitting it in half. So like one side was for the comics, and the other side was just the bar, dude. So like the show's going on, like I just get off stage or whatever, and I'm watching the headliner from the back through like a window, and it's just me, right? And then the host comes back there, sits down, and then like this fat chick comes back, starts getting like hammered off like margaritas.
Yeah.
She's got like a balloon
tattoo.
No, it's like a balloon tied to her hand.
Oh yeah.
It was her birthday.
Yeah.
So she's like talking it up or whatever. And dude, I'm watching the show and I get a text from the host of the show, and it's a woman. It's like a married woman. She goes, "Hey, are you into this chick next to me? Like, she wants you."
Yeah.
And I read the text and just put my phone back in my pocket, and I'm like, dude, you can't turn around. They're right behind me. They're watching me to see if I'm reading the text.
Yeah.
Dude, the rest of the show, I was just locked in on the headline. I'm like, don't even move, dude. Like, don't move, bro.
Just like there's like a fucking tiger or a bear looking at you. You're just
I could hear what she was saying. Like, I could hear the things. I could paint a picture perfectly of like who she was as a person.
Yeah. I mean, the balloon. I mean, clearly she's like an attention whore with the balloon tied to her and stuff like that.
Yeah, like she paid for the show and she's in the back. Like, that just says everything.
Yeah.
You know. I also think she was talking during my set, which is like the worst.
Yeah.
But dude, so
you should have popped her balloon.
Yeah, the show.
You should have taken a needle and gone, "No, I don't want to fuck you."
Yeah, fuck you. Fuck your birthday.
Yeah.
But dude, the show ended, and then she decided to talk to me.
Yeah.
And it was so bad, dude. She was trying to change me.
Do you think
right
the balloon
away.
is so she just like feels less heavy? Like, they can attach a bunch of her to her. She's like, "Oh, I can actually kind of walk around easier now."
Yeah, she was a little lighter.
Yeah,
a little more agile.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, she was like, "Somebody put this balloon on me and I can't get it off." And I was just like, I don't give a fuck, dude.
Yeah. You for sure tied that to your arm just so you could talk to people.
Yeah, just like the worst type of person, dude. But, dude, she ended up screaming at me.
Why? Just because you wouldn't fuck her?
Because I wasn't listening to her.
Oh, yeah.
Like, she said something and I was like, "What'd you say?" And she was like, she just started yelling at me.
Dang.
And then I just like went out the back and snuck around and started talking to other people. But I was just like, damn, that chick sucks, dude.
Yeah.
Chick blows.
I would have probably had sex with her, but that's just awesome.
You would have, for sure.
Yeah. There's all this debate with the transgender stuff. They're like, what is a woman, what is not a woman? If I would have sex with you, then you're a woman, because my standards are, if you're a woman, I will have sex with you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, dude, what if you hooked up with a man who you thought was a woman, like during Halloween or something? Like, you couldn't tell who they were in the costume and you ended up like getting after it with them.
Well, my thing is this. So I have banged a trans woman by accident with a pussy.
She had a pussy, though.
Yeah. So you're saying
So you banged a fake pussy?
Yeah.
What was that like?
Fucking awesome. I found out 3 years later, tightest vagina I've ever had sex with.
Holy shit.
She was 49, but her vagina was fucking
Was it
15.
just like two chicken breasts like stapled together?
No, it was like no, it was like super tight because they don't like match it with the face because she's like 49, but they're like, "Man, we're not gonna like give you like a."
Did you let it rip inside of her?
I didn't know, so I wore a condom and like she had like very strong presence, and I was like, "Oh, that's because she's a trans or because she's a cougar." I thought it was like a cougar thing, and then I found out later she was trans. And I fucked her ass cheeks too, which no operation was done on that. That's
You fucked her ass cheeks?
Yeah. It's called an ass job. I learned later.
Well, I've never heard that before, man.
Yeah, it's like when you're doing doggy and then you pull out and then you just kind of hot dog bun it.
Wow.
And it feels really good. Yeah,
It's the first time I've heard this.
Yeah. But I found out 3 years later she was trans. And then,
dude. So you were hot dogging a dude.
Yeah, well, now that I'm, it's funny because I have a whole bit about it. Now the whole part of the bit is I'm like, no, they're all real women, but it's just because I fucked. Like my perspective changed. Now I'm like the biggest defender of trans women because I'm like they are real women and I'm not gay.
Yeah,
but
was it hairy?
No, hairless. Her pussy was totally hairless, and she's like, it's because I'm native.
Talk about their ass.
No.
So I feel like most men's asses are pretty much like a
but if you're a trans, you're really trying to like fucking. You're really trying to like
lock in.
Yeah. I mean, trans women are like more feminine a lot of times than actual women because they're like, I cannot blow my cover. You know what I mean? They're like, I'm full secret agent.
Yeah,
I'm not. This cover's not getting blown. But yeah, her pussy, there's no hair on it. And she's like, yeah, it's because I'm Native American. And I was just trying to be respectful towards Native Americans. I was like, I know that about your people, that you guys don't grow hair down there.
Yeah.
But it's really just because it was an origami of flesh that was cut in and out.
Yeah. You should have sex with Squanto, dude.
Yeah.
It's like a straight up redskin.
Yeah. But yeah, it's funny too because it's like yeah, it's funny too because like in my mind, like that was like a one-time thing, and I like would not do it again. But then now I'm on the dating apps. There's a lot of trans chicks that are like fucking hot, and I'm like, a chick with the dick is unattractive to me. But I'm like, I bet you like a couple beers and like a good slideshow, and I could be convinced. Like if you like one of these hot trans chicks just like gives me 5 beers and goes, look, just give me 3 minutes of your time, and then just explains to me why it's not gay. I'll be like, yeah, okay, I'll fucking do it.
Yeah, this is a trans comedian who asked me on a date.
Yeah.
You probably know of.
Yeah. Now
performs at a club that you're.
I do know who it is now that you just said you probably know them.
I wonder if she's asking a lot of other dudes out.
Yeah, I don't know. If it's the one I'm thinking, she's hot.
Yeah, pretty good looking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if I saw that person in public, I'd have to take take a few looks.
Yeah. Well, I'm also like, I've done so much other gay shit that at this point I'm like, yeah, sure, fucking. I don't know. I've accidentally fucked a trans woman. I've had fingers in my ass. I'm like,
It's
I don't really.
tough, man, because you're hanging out with a dude.
Well, I've also done it where I've double teamed a chick with a dude.
Wow.
And that's fun because afterwards you get to hang out with the boy. You know, normally you like have sex with a woman and then you brag to your guy friends. You're like, I fucked a woman. When you double team a chick, you're like, dude, wasn't that sick when we just fucked that woman 5 seconds ago? They're like, it was sick, dude.
Yeah, you might be gay, dude.
No, dude, I'm so.
I mean, that's what a closeted homosexual would say.
See, I grew up from an era where, like, where I grew up, it was like, if you were uncomfortable with your sexuality, everybody would call you gay.
Yeah.
Like, if you were going streaking and somebody's like, I don't want to take my pants off, be like, what are you, a fucking fag? You're not going to go naked dancing with the boys? Like, that was the attitude. So.
Wow.
But maybe
that might be a rich thing, dude.
Yeah.
Because if I'm hard in front of a bunch of dudes, I'm like, what are you guys, gay?
Yeah, but it's like, we're talking about banging a chick. Like, okay, it's you, 4 black guys and Tim's, and somebody's wife. You're not hopping in there and being like,
if I'm close with them,
dude,
I don't know if
3-6 Mafia's playing, you got a do-rag on, you're not hopping in there?
If 3-6 Mafia's playing, I have to hop in.
Right. See,
but if it's not playing, I'm not hopping in.
Right, okay, that's fair, yeah.
You know.
That is a funny thing, because like black dudes are really homophobic, but they're all like on board with the train thing. That's like a thing that's like accepted.
Yeah, because you're talking about like a good, that's a good genre of music, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's impossible not to hop in.
No, exactly.
That's like if you're high and drunk and fucking Rock You Like a Hurricane plays, like you're gonna drive through a fucking house.
Just drunk as shit.
Yeah. No, like nobody's stopping you, man.
Yeah, I was looking into that the other day. The Ryan Dunn from Jackass death. That guy was going like fucking like 100 miles.
How'd he die?
He died drunk driving, but it was like 120 miles an hour. It's like something insane. You're like, dude, the second I almost thought I was gonna die coming home from this beach trip. So I just want to explain this real quick. I was getting really fucked up at the beach for this wedding, and then my buddy drove me home, and the sun is setting and Creed is playing, and we're just merging onto the highway, and he's just going, and I was like, there's a moment where I go, this is where I die. I go, look, I don't want to die right now, but if there was a day I was going to die, this is where I'd want it to happen. And I was like almost positive just because of the perfection of like a great weekend, the sun setting, leaving the beach, and just Creed playing. I was like, dude, this is where I am going to fly through a window with just, can you take me?
You wouldn't feel a thing either, dude.
No, dude, it would be incredible.
It would be the blink of an eye, man.
Yeah. But what would suck is like, if I die in a drunk driving accident, so be it. If I get disabled from a drunk driving accident, then fuck me, dude.
Oh, dude, that's what I'm saying. It's like, that's why you should go fast. It's like, I think about that all the time when I'm on the highway. I'm like, dude, if I turn the wheel a little bit to the left, like I hope I die. Like I don't want to like lose a few legs.
Yeah, then you got to go to high schools and give like speeches about how like you shouldn't drive drunk and whatnot. No.
How I used to think farts are funny, and now I'm like now I have like a Roth IRA.
Yeah.
Like that would suck, dude.
That would be funny. You got in a fart car accident, like because you moved your cheek. You're like, you should never fart while driving. You moved your cheek and it fucking threw off the balance.
They have like a dash cam of it.
Yeah.
Just me blacking out.
I do want to say this. Me and my roommate had a really funny joke about you that I got to bring up to you.
Yeah.
So we were talking about how like the age of consent should really be based. This is Patty DeFino. I'll credit somebody. He's talking about how the age of consent should be based on maturity.
Yeah.
Instead of, because that's really what it's all about, right? How mature this person is. So he said what they should do is they put you in a theater and they play fart noises and videos. Yeah. And if you laugh, you can't get pussy. We're talking about just you being in there with all kids, just like, fuck, dude.
You can't get pussy at all?
No, because you're not mature enough to have sex. So it's like, it's just you and all these kids. And you're like, God damn it, dude. Like, I can't fucking.
Yeah, I'd be fucked, man.
Yeah.
I'd be so fucked. I'm still waiting for the day, dude, where it just doesn't, it's not funny.
You know? Yeah, that's kind of how I am with
you've never been like a big fart guy.
No, I think they're funny. I don't think they're as funny as gay dudes and Down syndrome. Like those two things just like.
Yeah, you're a big like trans, gay.
What are you just calling me gay this whole podcast? But it is like one of those things where it's like, dude, I don't think I'm homophobic, but I will never not giggle with two dudes kissing. It's so fun. It's so funny to me, dude. It's so fucking funny to me, dude. Dude, it's like even like Anderson Cooper when he's just like he gets on the thing and he's like, there's a war going on in the Ukraine. I'm like, didn't you just get cum in your butt? Like, it's so funny to me. Yeah, I can't get past it.
Yeah, that's funny because like people are watching like funny reels and shit, and you're just watching dudes make out. You're like, yo, check this out, dude. So if you saw like a gay porno, you'd be like laughing your ass off.
So funny. Yeah, and I can't like, it's so funny too because I've decided how this equation works. So homosexuality isn't funny, but male on male homosexuality is funny because like sex is funny. Men are funny.
Yeah,
butts are funny. Yeah. Butt sex with men is just funny. Yeah. It's every piece of the equation for funny is there, and there's probably farts involved too. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. So if like two dudes like maturely make out in front of you, you just start dying laughing.
If one of them went, ooh, yes. If one of them moaned, dude, it just tickles me in a way. That's why it's like hard for me to understand like the. It's so funny to me.
Dude, that's way more immature than like laughing at farts, dude.
Oh yeah.
If you're in like a professional set, I don't know if yeah, no one. Really
I'm gonna go to a gay marriage and just be dying laughing in the back, and they're gonna be like, "You can't be doing this."
Yeah, man. I've never seen two dudes like fuck. Like I don't really want to. But
you ever accidentally seen gay porn?
No, I've seen Brokeback Mountain. Actually, no, I have watched a gay porno.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see if I could be gay.
Yeah. Everybody is fucking.
You got to like test it before you go out there saying you're not gay.
No, of course. Yeah.
I was like aggressively jerking off.
Yeah.
Like I was trying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, dude, let's get it.
Yeah.
Like,
let's do this. Yeah.
Have an open mind.
Yeah.
You know, watch like at least 10 minutes. Like, let's get it.
And nothing,
dude. I tried so hard.
Yeah.
You know?
See, I've gotten like, I've done them where I've accidentally like, what I do is I look at my porn on Google search. So like, if I go to Google Images, so I look up like blonde gets fucked in the ass, and if you're not specific enough, dudes will pop up.
Yeah.
So I've seen it, I've looked at it, I've kind of squinted a little bit.
I think that's your settings, though.
What do you mean?
Or it's just like your phone's like, this guy's gay.
Oh yeah, my phone thinks I'm everything. Yeah. But
I've had that happen before actually. But I think it's because my settings got a little messed up.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you looking for?
Yeah.
Or like you said, if you type it in wrong.
Yeah, well, it's like I do Google Images because then you could see all the videos from the different websites. If you go to Google Images and look up what you want to see in porn, you can see all these just thumbnails of different videos. So I'll do that, and I've seen it where it's dudes fucking, and I look at it for a second, and I go, not for me.
Yeah.
Oh,
you only looked for a second?
Maybe
you got
I
to
need to
go
look for
into
longer.
the depths, brother.
Yeah, maybe I need to.
I mean, if worst comes to worst, man, you have a good laugh.
That's true.
Or you come out of the closet, you know, like either one's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, I think the thing, too, is like if I think it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, you can't. You got to go all the way through. Where's the point where you're just like you've seen it all?
It's a tough subject, man, because like I say gay so much.
Yeah.
Like it's gay, fuck, dude, like all that shit. Like it's always that's like my whole vocabulary.
Yeah.
But like I tried to like write jokes about gay shit, and it just like it doesn't work, man.
Really?
Or I'm just not funny. But like I had a
funny
good
guy.
I thought I had a really good premise, man. Where it was like, I mean, I got some finger action recently.
Okay.
A little bit of smell my finger action, dude. You know, I'm back at it.
Yeah.
But previous to that, you know, I was struggling a lot.
Wait, can I pause you for 1 second?
Yeah.
I don't like the smell of pussy unless it's on my finger. Like if I'm eating pussy, I don't like it. But when I just later on go, there's nothing better than pussy on your own fingers.
I feel the same way, man.
Yeah.
You know what's even better is like if you don't wash your hands.
Yeah.
And then you let the boys know what's good.
Yeah, of course.
You're like, yo, smell my fingers, brothers.
Yeah.
Like if I was a king, that's what I would do before. That's what I would do before battle.
Yes, Mr. Jonathan, I will give it a sniff. Well, thank you for letting us partake in this.
Yeah, that'd be sick though if like Braveheart did that.
Just riding on a horse and just a line of
thousands of men just like waiting on what he's about to say, and he just holds up his fingers.
Yeah.
It's like, smell my fingers, brothers.
Yeah. Yeah, it is but it for some reason it smells different than like just straight pussy to the face.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever smelt straight pussy to the face, man.
Yeah.
That might be a warning, like a warning shot.
Yeah. But sorry, continue. You.
What was that? I was talking about gay.
You fingered some chick, and you're doing a gay joke.
Yeah, I tried telling this joke, man, where I was like, I think I'm just gonna come out of the closet, not because I'm gay, just because I can't get pussy.
Yeah.
So it would be kind of like an NFL type trade, you know?
Yeah.
We're just like, yeah, like things just didn't work out here. Like, I'm looking, you know, I'm looking forward to like a new opportunity. Just go to the other side, see what happens, you know?
Yeah.
It was just like a joke idea, but like when I talked about that, I just remember like how uncomfortable people got, you know? So I'm just, you know, I'm not joking, but it's like, you know, I think it's kind of funny to talk about gay shit like that.
Oh, totally. Well, it's one of those things too where like people just want to pretend like it's not funny, but it's like it's always I don't know. It's always gonna be funny until it's not, and it just continues to be hilarious to me.
Yeah, it's weird, man, because it's like every time I say gay, it's not gay. It's almost like if you are being gay, that's not gay.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
It's like a reverse psychology type thing.
Yeah, well, it's like you have to be straight to be gay. Like when you say my friend is being gay, it's only because he's being like it's a straight.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's like Louis has that joke about the word retarded. He's like, you wouldn't call somebody retarded. You wouldn't be like, you're so retarded. You're like they'd be like going to a chair and being like, you're a chair. It's like why would you fucking do that? You're calling. Yeah, it's like words have. I say this. There's a lot of different versions of gay. So there's gay, as in homosexuality. There's gay as in happy. There's gay as in like, you know, fanny packs, Yelp reviews, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which is different than homosexuality.
Like rollerblading.
That's more homosexual.
Yeah.
I know, actually, that's the third kind. That's okay. So there's heterosexual adjacent things like ice skating, stuff like that. Then there's gay as in like when the teacher assigns you homework or like, you know, I don't know, your buddy's grabbing dinner with his wife, and you're like, that's gay that you're hanging out with your family.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
but
there's
like the apex is like passion HD anal.
Right. But these are all different things. Like it's like the words can have so many. Every word has fucking 1,000 different meanings. So it's like I don't know. It's just funny. Like sure, I'll never know what it's like to be gay, but also gay dudes will never know what it's like to call your straight friend. Yeah, I mean, or they will probably because they should call straight guys gay too. It's very funny to call somebody something they're not.
Yeah.
Like if I started talking about how Chinese you are, and you're like, I'm not Chinese. I'm like, you're being so Chinese, right? It's funny because you're not Chinese.
Yeah.
If you were Chinese, that wouldn't be funny.
You know what we were saying recently is like, you know how there's been people who have gotten concussions and they wake up and they start speaking in a different language?
Yeah.
It would be funny if like a gay person, like a gay dude got a concussion and woke up and started like speaking with a straight voice.
Yeah, with a straight accent.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I have a very strong theory on the gay voice. This is...
It's going to get us in trouble, dude. No,
at this point, yeah. I think it's like, what if that is the real male voice? Mm-hmm. And this is the fake one. Yeah. So naturally, because when you're a kid, you kind of talk like this, and you're like, "Oh, hey, I'm a little boy. This is how I talk." And the straight guys are like, "I want to get some pussy, so I'm going to start talking like this."
Yeah.
And then the gay guys aren't trying to get pussy, so they're not. That veil is unleashed. Does that make any sense?
It makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the fake voice. That's real. Mm-hmm. This is the natural male voice. It's like this.
I think about that a lot, dude. I think a lot about like gay shit kind of, but like if I'm getting stressed out, man, I'll think about like jumping up and down on my bed naked.
Yeah.
And listening to like Avril Lavigne and shit.
Oh, it's
I just don't know what voice would come out.
Right.
And I don't know what I would yell, but if it was pure emotion, it would be cool to see if it was a gay voice.
Yeah.
But
that'd be an interesting simulation. We just get rid of like women and the need to look tough.
Because when you get silly, you know, like if you've been high or something, like you're silly with the boys, no homo, you kind of like start talking a little gay.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You know?
That's it's inside all of us. This is fake.
Yeah, this is compressed anger, dude.
Yeah. This is not how dudes. This is not how we really are.
Yeah. But we need something to let that voice out, like like a bouncy house.
Yeah.
Maybe some good tunes.
Yeah.
A little bit of margarine, dude.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I'm trying to think of another thing that could be
like, dude,
a
if
bike
you and I
ride.
had a party or something, like we got like a big bouncy house, man, got some lube, lubed up the bouncy house,
Played a little Chapel Roan.
yeah, or just like classic rock hits,
Yeah.
and we had like a barbecue going,
Yeah.
and we had like all the dudes getting there naked.
Yeah.
I'm sure at least one of us would have like a gay voice.
Oh yeah, easily. Yeah.
Someone's coming out.
Yeah. You know what is funny? I wonder if I don't know. It's really funny to think of like cavemen having like a gay like while they're hunting. They're just like
Yeah. Well, there was a gay kings, right?
Yeah, all
Like
of
it's
them.
been around historically for a very long time.
Totally.
Unless Netflix is lying to us, because there's always like gay dudes in those like night films.
Yeah.
That's always like the plot twist.
But they're all dressed gay. That's the hard part too. Is like every guy in tights looks homosexual to me.
Yeah.
So I don't really
Like
know.
dude, the fucking Revolutionary War was like gayer than gay porn.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, what
yeah.
are you guys fucking wearing?
Yeah.
You know, might as well wear a fucking strap on your forehead. Like, what the fuck are we doing, dude?
Yeah.
But like English knights looked like fucking Transformers, dude.
Yeah.
Like, that's not gay at all.
No.
But for them to have anal before battle or after battle, that's some hardcore shit, man.
well, that's what the Spartans were all gay.
For real?
Yeah, dude. The Spartans were completely gay.
Is this fact?
This is fact. This is like
So when they went into war against the Persians, they were just all gay dudes.
Yes. So this is what it was. So I think just like the way. Okay, so like, let's say the 1950s, right?
Yeah.
Most people were straight. There's probably some Spartans sneaking off the distance, getting some pussy.
Yeah.
But like for the most part, this is what they would do. They were like, it was a gay community, and they would only use women for reproductive things.
Yeah.
And so like, there's literally stories of like men going into battle, and what you'd be doing is like you'd be more passionate because you'd be like, "Don't kill my boyfriend." So you would be
Yeah.
like, you'd be more defensive of your people, and you'd care more about protecting your soldiers because those were your lovers too. Yeah, it was like completely documented. The Spartans were very gay.
Holy shit.
That's why they made that parody of 300 called Meet the Spartans, where like the dudes greet each other, they make out, and then they're like, and this is how we introduce ourselves to the women. It's like a handshake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, I did not know that, man. Were they hard when they were fighting?
I would guess so, you know. I don't know though, because sometimes you get the blood pumping other places, it decreases down there.
Well, if you get the blood pumping, dude, you're going to be hard.
Yeah. That's a good point. You're probably dilating your veins in a way that's probably.
Maybe that's why they won so many battles, dude, because they were just locked in and fully erect. So dudes were just like, the other side was like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, what's going on with
There's
this?
nothing
Yeah.
scarier than a fucking dude who's hard and aggressive.
Well, did you hear about General Butt Naked?
No.
This is a guy in.
Is it a porno?
No. This guy in Liberia. He was this dude in Africa or Liberia specifically. He would fight completely naked.
Yeah.
And he would like eat people. He was like the craziest guy.
Holy
but then
shit.
randomly, he's like, I saw Jesus. He's like, we need to all come together now. Which I'm all about forgiveness and people changing life. But it is kind of funny when you randomly are just like kind of Russell Brand did that too. He got some rape allegations. He's like, well, now I found God. And you're like, yeah, okay, maybe. Maybe this is unfair. It's like, I do agree people could change, and I'm all for forgiveness. But it's just very convenient. People are like, all right, I think now I should be forgiven for all the crazy
You're
shit.
like, something happened to this dude.
Yeah. Dude, he like ate people's hearts out, but he'd fight completely naked with like a machete.
Dude, it's crazy, man, how like all of our like heroes are just like super fucked up.
General Butt Naked is your hero.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Russell Brand was one of those guys you really like. He has a really funny one. I have no idea. Nobody reads the actual rape allegations ever. You're just like, I don't know. But he has one video of him talking about it where he goes, all my relationships have been completely consensual. And you can see he edits. So he had to practice a couple times.
Yeah.
Being like, I'm sorry. He's giggling, smiling. He's like, wait. Let's try this again. All my relationships have been no. They have been consensual.
Yeah,
it's
that's
like
hilarious, dude.
Yeah. It's nuts.
Well, dude, have you ever seen The Last Kingdom?
What's that about?
It's with like Uhtred of Bebbanburg, dude. It's like,
That was all nonsense to me. What does that mean?
dude, it's this fucking. Long story short, dude, man, it's like it's on Netflix. It's like one of the best shows on Netflix. But this dude Uhtred, right? He was like born Dane, raised Saxon. So that's like kind of like what the whole film's about. But long story short, dude, this guy legit fucks people up. Like 5 dudes at a time, like jerks them off, fucking fingers their ass, and like slits their throats. Dude, he had like 3 wives.
Yeah.
Dude, like his kids died. Like a bunch of his kids died. He had like 2 abortions. And he's like a hero. Like everyone looks up to him. But he's like super fucked up.
Well, it's such a funny thing to like be gay with somebody then kill them. Be like, before you die, I would make you feel like a fucking homo. Like,
well, that's pretty common, dude.
But how confusing is that for you when you're like, oh no. Yeah. Wait, like you don't even get to come with terms to the fact you like getting jerked off by a dude, and then you're murdered. You're like, wait, I could have been banging dudes all my life. Then he goes, now you're dead.
Yeah,
it's a very confusing death.
I mean, dude, I'd rather get fucking blown up by an oil rig than have anal with a dude and to get my throat slit.
Yeah,
that's probably the worst death ever. Like you finally come out of the closet and then just get your fucking head chopped off.
Oh yeah, that's a terrible. Yeah.
It's like cum in your ass.
That's how they find you. Yeah.
Just cream pie, dude.
Yeah. See, you know what I mean? It's so fucking funny.
Dude.
But
I think they would kill them back in the day. Like they would literally be like, oh, like you were caught having sex with another man in the flower bed. Like we're gonna fucking crucify you.
Yeah. But also, what else are you doing in a fucking flower bed? That's kind of what you do there.
Dude.
It's a bed covered in flowers.
Yeah, we're fucking, dude.
That's for some man love.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a wild way to die. I
think a lot about like, because I think a lot about sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
Not in like a weird way, dude, but I feel like in life, like not all things can align. You know what I mean? Like no matter how perfect you are, like there's always gonna be something that's just like not working out for you.
Yeah.
And it always makes me think about how they used to like crucify people like in the middle of the day, dude. Like they would just be like, they would casually be like, who's next? You know, like they're like, we need to feed the gods.
Yeah.
But like if you did that today in like an office setting, like you know how fucking wild that would be.
Oh, it'd be crazy. Yeah.
They're just like, hey Jeff, man, like pack up your shit. Like it's
it's crucified.
It's time to go, man.
Yeah,
You know, they give you like a few minutes to say goodbye to your family, but they're like, listen, like we got to feed the sun gods, man.
Yeah. It's like a performance review. They're like, look, you weren't. I don't dislike you.
Yeah. Well, they used to do it for like for crops.
Yeah.
They just like didn't understand seasons.
Yeah. They just fucking kill. Yeah, it's a wild thing to think about.
Are you in like horror movies and shit?
No, not really. Well, the one thing I want to say with the crucifixion is kind of funny. So we used to have this religious themed theme park in Orlando called the Holy Land Experience.
Yeah.
And I remember my dad took us there on like Easter, and you just watch Jesus get crucified and just blood everywhere getting whipped on like Easter, and you're like,
wait, how?
He's an actor. It's not. They don't bring Jesus back from. There's no time.
They're like actually killing a dude.
Yeah. They get a homeless guy that looks kind of like Jesus. Yeah. But I was just remembering that. I'm like, I would just so much rather die eggs than watch this man get like fucking whipped and covered in blood.
Dude, you want to hear something crazy, bro? I think I might have told you this, but one of my first office jobs, I was getting trained by this dude. And in the middle of the day, he was like, yeah, I have to head out, man. Like, I got to take care of some business or whatever. And he, like, tells the main guy, and the main guy's like, yeah, man, like, do what you need to do. And it turns out this guy went to reenact the crucifixion of Jesus Christ in the middle of a freeway.
What?
And, dude, it got, like, it got published in his local newspaper. And one of the dudes at work was like, yeah, man, like, where'd you go yesterday? And he was like, oh, I had to take care of some business. And he was like, yeah, man, like I think I saw you like on the news. And he was like, yeah, man, like so he starts talking about it, and we're like, he's like walking us through it. He's like, yeah, man, like I have a cross in my parents' house, so I have to like lug that over, set it up. And yeah, man, I just like, you know, he was like, yeah, Jesus like did what he had to do. I'm gonna do it, you know, because I know, you know, that's the right thing to do. And we're like, you don't have to do that, man, like in front of a freeway.
Yeah,
like,
it's crazy. Yeah.
But dude, he was like, yeah, my kids were in the car with his wife. Like people were like throwing shit at him. Like, I was like, holy shit, man, it's wild. But the article literally just put up a picture of him. Just him like hanging from a cross.
That's so fun. I would for sure drive by and be like, fucking pussy.
Dude. Like gay.
Just throw a milkshake at him.
Yeah, someone's throwing like full-on batteries at him.
Yeah. But in his mind, he's like, this is just the sacrifice that Jesus did.
Literally, dude.
I wonder what they threw at him, because it's like
he did say that people would like talk shit. Like people would drive by and be like, pussy.
Yeah, totally. How do you not, dude? It's so much fun to do.
But in his mind, that's him being like, yo, like that's his like crucifixion kind of like he's like, instead of like hanging from a cross, like that's his pain.
Yeah.
He's being called gay.
Well, that's the funny part too, is like the idea of like the whole like when Jesus was getting crucified, that had to suck when you're that guy that got like way too into it, and then you find out the next day he was the fucking guy. You know what I mean? You're like, you're the guy who threw like eggs at him and was like, "Fucking fuck this guy," right?
Yeah.
Like you started a chant. You're like, "Jesus sucks cocks." Jesus sucks cocks. Everybody's like, "Great chant" at the thing, and then he comes back and you're like, "Oh, that was the real guy." God damn
your
it.
fucking house blows up, dude.
Yeah.
I always get scared of that shit, man. Like karma and stuff.
Yeah,
but like you said though, dude, like something happens when you go to like the religious side. Whenever someone's super religious, I'm like, oh, something happened to this person.
Oh yeah,
because this dude at work, he killed a woman and her baby, bro.
What?
In an accident. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
he wasn't.
That sentence completely changes because the way you said it sounded like he stabbed a baby with a knife.
I'm not
and a
talking
woman.
about like Halloween type shit. I'm talking like he was on the highway, dude. And I guess he went to like reach for his wallet or something. That's what it says in the article.
Yeah.
To the article,
he was fucking staring at fucking tits on Instagram.
Yeah, but dude, the wife, the woman was pregnant. He rear-ended her. Baby died. She died.
Yeah.
But dude, I was reading these articles while I was at work.
That's
so
crazy.
He's like a cubicle over, and I'm like, holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
And then there was an article about like how the woman he killed. I don't know if like her family had like gang relations or anything, but the gangs were like threatening the police department because he got off.
Yeah.
So they were like, we're just gonna like blow up the police station or whatever.
Oh my god,
it was wild, man. I was like 5 feet away from them. I was like, holy shit, man.
That's so funny. It'd be funny reading that article and he's just like just having a good day at work. He's like, everybody's working for the weekend.
Yeah.
You're like, hey buddy, you got a lot of shit going on in your life.
You just pull up the article in front of him.
Yeah.
Like, dude, is this you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people do that, dude. And I'm just like, dude, what are you doing? Like,
oh yeah.
Like, yo, is this you, man? You know?
Yeah. Well, I did that with a friend recently. She was on this show called The Florida Man, or That's Florida Man. It just came out on HBO, and I'm watching this documentary. And what it is it's like a drunk history kind of thing where like you have one-on-one interviews with the people that actually went through this Florida shit, and then you have reenactions of it. And I guess her friend was trying to get tickets to go see Bass Nectar, so he was on Craigslist, and they were like, "Oh, this guy wanted a man and a woman to cut off his toe." It's like a sexual fetish. Yeah. So she like went to this guy's house and they were going to cut this guy's toe off and he's going to give him like $1,000 for like his fetish or whatever. And they're going to get tickets and go to this concert. But then I just see this chick from high school and I'm like, oh my God, I know you. And I message her. I'm like, you're on that fucking documentary thing. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's wild, man.
Yeah. I do get some pride with that. Because it's fun being from there and being like, yeah, we rule. We are crazy motherfuckers.
Really?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Because I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't really know a lot of boring people from where I'm from. Like, it's very exciting. Like, it's like, yes, a lot of people are dead or in prison or, you know.
Wait, whereabouts are you from? Like the southern tip?
I'm from Orlando, so I'm right in the middle of the state. It's like,
oh, shit.
It's not super redneck there, but the outskirts get redneck. So it's like, we had like a mix of like kids that were like fake redneck, but then there was kids that were real redneck. It's like, we had crazy experiences in high school. It was like fucking nuts, dude.
Yeah. I've actually been to Orlando for baseball.
Yeah.
That was like my second time taking a plane, but we went there to like some resort.
Yeah.
It was kind of weird though, because it was like so far to get from like place to place.
Yeah. You know? I mean, there's just all kinds of weirdness going on there.
So you live near like the what is it called? What is it? Orlando has like what park? Like the theme park?
Oh, they got Disney, Universal.
Yeah.
But that's where like I don't live by there, but like we would get dropped off there for like 8 hours when we were teenagers, and it was the most fun ever. Like I got like jerked off in the Jurassic Park area, like behind the bush.
Man.
It was great.
Sick.
Yeah. Now once again, my life sucks now. I'm not getting jerked off in Jurassic Park World. That was too much too early.
Do you feel like being from New England, like I feel like we have the seasons, so like in the winter I kind of feel like more comforting, and then in the summer I feel like it's hot a lot, so I feel like a little different personality wise. Do you feel that now, or do you feel like different? Like how do you feel?
I don't like the winter.
Yeah.
I love the summer. I like the hot and sweaty.
Because like I'm trying to like phrase this the right way. Like doing comedy in the winter is kind of nice for me. I feel like that's kind of like prime time where you get the most laughs. Whereas in the summer it's very difficult. So I feel like if I lived in a place like Florida, it'd be kind of like hard to make people laugh. Like, does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, the thing is this, like, I mean, Florida's a bad place for comedy. It's a mix, dude. It's like, it's a fun place, but I'll be honest, there's fucking people are fucking, I don't know. There's a lot of retarded people there.
Yeah.
So like comedy's a mix. It's kind of like the hackier stuff sometimes works there. Like, but it's weird because people are retarded there, but they're not cunts. Like there's nothing about New York City that people are just cunts. So like if you like do a joke that's like smart or whatever, they'll be like, hoo hoo, and they'll like you.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't. There's certain things where they'll just be like, that's lowbrow humor, which really I don't know. The truth is somewhere in between, you know. Just write a good diarrhea joke, but still write a diarrhea joke.
Yeah,
because it's diarrhea and it's funny.
I feel you.
Yeah.
You got that balance, man.
Yeah, you gotta have that balance. It's like diarrhea is funny, but you know, just make sure it's different than the last guy's diarrhea joke.
Yeah, man. There's an art to being retarded.
Absolutely,
for sure. Like you can be a retarded artistic person. Like you know what I mean.
Absolutely.
It's when the worlds collide, brother.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. Has been an hour.
That fucking flew by.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you haven't been on in a while, dude. It's been a very long time.
Yeah.
You were one of the OGs, dude.
I know, that was so much fun, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy how much time has flown by, man.
Yeah.
I like never truly like fathom it, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, do you have anything coming up? I know you
Not
have
really.
You have your own podcast.
Yeah, just listen to Morning Good, YouTube, Apple, Spotify. If you say you heard me on this podcast, I'll follow you back. Or if you just want to follow me, I'll follow you. Or if you don't want me to follow you back, just follow me on Instagram. But if you want me to follow you back because you got something you want to promote, just be like, hey, I heard you on Johnny Slime podcast, and I'll support you that way and follow you back. I don't really care about the ratio. I mostly just go into like the what do you call it, explore page and just do like orangutans and people with Down syndrome. That's normally like the kind of stuff I like looking at. So
just gay dudes.
Yeah, dudes making out, just fun stuff.
Yeah, and then do you golf at all or no?
No, but
you never golfed before?
No, I've done it before. Why do you ask?
Well, dude, I'm starting this series. It's called Comedians Who Golf.
Okay.
I'm actually filming the first one this weekend. I did a little practice round this weekend.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I just take a comedian out to a course, man, do 9 holes, and we try to like break 50 on 9 holes, which is pretty easy, but for like retarded golfers, it's kind of difficult, man.
So is your goal to get people that actually do golf, people that like have golfed?
I want to be able to, like, the goal is to break 50.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm bad at golf. I'll be honest, I might not be the best.
No, I'm terrible, man. But yeah, I mean, if you were like swinging and missing the ball by like 10 inches, I'd be like, all right, this probably isn't like the best idea.
No,
but if you could hit the ball and like keep it in play, you can definitely entertain something, man.
Yeah, I'm out of town this weekend, but I'll definitely do it if you do more than one episode.
Yeah, you'd also need clubs, man.
Dude, I actually had them when I moved here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You sold them?
Yeah, I don't. Or you know what? I actually didn't. I had clubs when I was like 18.
Oh, really?
For some reason, I combined that memory. Yeah, I've never had clubs in the city.
Fuck, man.
Fucking Patty golfs a bunch though.
Really?
Yeah, he loves golf.
Patty's such a weird guy, man. I just never know.
Yeah, what he's up to.
He told me he played baseball recently. I'm like, I didn't know you played baseball.
Yeah.
Just fucking doesn't tell anyone, dude.
No. He's always he's hard to understand. But yeah.
Fuck, man. All right, well, if you get a set, man, we should go out and you should be a part of it.
Yeah, or I'll borrow somebody's and break them all.
You for sure can find like a comedian who golfs.
Yeah, dude. I love to.
But yeah, man, thank you guys for listening. Please subscribe.
Oh, also my Instagram is Michael Good Comedy.
Yeah.
I said Morning Good, but Michael Good Comedy.
Yeah, I'll put your Instagram in the description, man.
Sweet.
We are kind of slacking on the promo, man. So if you guys could subscribe if you enjoy the episodes, I don't know what else you can do, man, but there is a new series I'm filming called Comedians Who Golf. And like I said, I'm just going to take a comedian out, do 9 holes, videotape it, and it's going to be a good time. So that'll be on like the Patreon and stuff. Thank you guys.